as long as Asya, for the people in general, Balavan, very strong. Iha, this, Jivita Sham, struggle for existence. Sadhya, as long as Asya, Sadhyaha, directly. Chinati is cut to pieces. Animishaya, by the eternal time. Namaha, my obeisances. Astu, let there be. Tasmai, unto him. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. People in general all engage in foolish acts, not in the really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. As long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all their plans in the struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. I therefore offer my obeisances unto him who acts as eternal time. Magyanatimirandasya Gananjana Shalakaya Chaksuranmilitamina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Mina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Saparantikam Bandeham Shri Guru Shri Chuparakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Shakamitamscha He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dirabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sutta Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarvyascha kripasindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Krishna. When I was reciting this prayer, I I remember that one thing when I was on new few months. No, actually, yeah, I was maybe few years in movement, and I asked my spiritual master, you know, for if I can be initiated. So he sent me a letter from India. Who's in India? So I got initiated by letter, and he sent me nice words and japa mala, and just briefly what was there. What he wrote that now you have a very nice, very special opportunity to take shelter and to fully surrender to the lotus feet of Shri Radha Krishna. And your name is Valmikitas Brahmachari, and I chanted japa on your beats. So why I'm speaking this, because in this translation was that people in general all engage in foolish acts. If we are not acting, if we are not surrendering our life to Radha and Govinda, we are foolish. We are acting foolishly, and we are losing our time. Our time is most valuable thing what you have, because nobody can pay for just 1 second of your life. No money can pay. It's not possible. 1 second, you can imagine. So therefore, if you are losing seconds, minutes, etc., week, weeks and years and lifetimes to not worship and glorify Radha and Krishna, so you are losing your time. Therefore, we have to use our intelligence very nicely. Mind is uncontrolled. Mind is most powerful enemy, very dangerous. Therefore, we have to nicely engage our mind in worshipping Radha and Krishna. Therefore, early in the morning, it is recommended strongly to sit and chant nicely Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Best in a row. Done. 16 rounds, it's just start. We should chant whole day. So not that we should chant whole day 16 rounds, right? Yeah. Therefore, therefore we must be very cautious, because mind is very strong, very strong, very strong. We can imagine. We can imagine maybe 1%, or I don't know, 0.1 how Maya is strong. Purport: people in general are all engaged in senseless work. Senseless work. They are systematically unmindful of the real beneficial work, which is the devotional service of the Lord, technically called the Archana regulations. You see, I met one Christian yesterday, and he tried to tell me something about, gospel and stuff like that. And I told him, listen, wait. In our philosophy, or in our, what I'm following, we are not trying to arguing and, convince people by some force or something, or fight with them with words, about who is God, this, that. Okay, if you believe that Jesus is God, just go for it. You have our support, so we support you. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fight with you. Um, and so that was interesting discussion, because he's Christian, but he tried to understand what I'm talking about. And then he understood that I'm quite a nice guy. So, we he gave me his phone number, I gave him mine phone number, I invited him here, for prasadam, everyday prasadam, like this. So if you want to meditate with us, no problem. You can do it every day, like this. And why I'm speaking this, because Archana regulations, it was mentioned here in this first report sentence, that he asked me, what you guys doing there in the temple? I said, morning we are praying to the Lord, meditating, stuff like that. And then, we have lectures morning, evening, and in between we are doing service, Someone is cleaning the temple room, someone is cooking, someone is giving classes, etc. And immediately he asked, "Are you following some regulations?" I was, "Oh, this is a serious question. Nice, good." And I said, "Yes, we are following 4 regulating principles: no gambling, no meeting, etc." So I explained, and he was satisfied with that we are following something, because he was drug addicted, needles, everything. And he told me that because Jesus saved his life, he changed his behavior and stuff like that. So I said, very good. Yeah, just follow that. But be a good Christian. Don't be fake. Don't be fake. So, so he was happy to hear about regulations. Normal people, they are like, they try to avoid that, right? Why? We are fanatics, blah, blah. He was satisfied because he was drug addicted. So he understood that he must be regulated and he must be without all these things. Only in love with God. So the Archana, and actually I explained him, it was like, it was very strong for him also. Because if someone say that don't drink, don't do this, do that, but why? First question is why? Why? Right. So before he asked that, I already answered. When you are gambling, you are losing what? Huh? Truthfulness. When you are engaged in illicit sex, what you are losing? Yes, Prabhu. Purity. Yes, purity. Internal purity. Yes. And meat eating, what you are losing. Yes, bro. Compassion, mercifulness. Exactly. I love God. I love everybody. Yay, I love my dog. Come on. Right? If you are not following these regulations, where you speak of love. And last one, intoxication. That was like, hammer for him. Intoxication, you are losing austerity. You are not able to do, to follow anything. You're just like, I don't care. You know, right? You are drunk like crazy. What? What she are saying? Mangala Arati. What? It's not possible. So he liked that explanation. He liked that. His name is Ian. Let's see what will happen with him. The Archana regulations are directly instructed by the Lord in the Narada Pancharatra and are strictly followed by the intelligent men who know well that the highest perfectional goal of life is to reach Lord Vishnu. See, this is highest perfectional goal of life is to reach Lord Vishnu, Krishna. Who is the root of the tree called the cosmic manifestation? He's the root of everything. Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachit Ananda Vigra Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. Also in the Bhagavatam and in Bhagavad Gita, such regulative activities are clearly mentioned. Foolish people, see, clearly mentioned. And many, if you are not sincere person, you cannot see that. You cannot see what Krishna is speaking about. Because of anarthas, Ishvara Bhava. I want to be God. And now Krishna is speaking. God is speaking. But you don't want to hear. Although you are reading, you don't want to hear. Therefore, to read Srila Prabhupada's books, that's not enough. We have to want to understand. Sometimes we don't want to understand because we want to keep our anarthas in our life. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. It's not nice. We should attentively hear Srimad Bhagavatam, although Rascal is sitting here. When Rascal is speaking about Bhagavatam, you should be attentive. Because he's speaking about Bhagavatam, he's not speaking nonsense, although he's dirty. Postman. So, clearly mentioned, everything is clearly mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. Everything. Foolish people do not know that their self-interest is in realization of Vishnu. They don't know, they are in ignorance. Therefore, we should meet them and tell them in a nice way, not fanatism. You have to read Bhagavad Gita. Because if not, you will go to hell tomorrow. So the Bhagavatam 7.5.30.32 says, Matirna Krishna parato svato va mito vipadyeta grihavratanam adanta gobir vishatam tamisram punah punah sharvita charvananam. Very famous. Nate vidusvartha gatim hi vishnum durashaya bhairarthamanina andhaya thandair upaniyamanaste pisha tantriyam urudam nibadha naisham atistavat urukraman ghim sprishatyanartha pagamo yadartha mahiyasham padarjo bhishekam nishchin Nishkinchananam navrinitayava. Translation. Beautiful verses. Persons who are determined to totally rot in false material happiness cannot become Krishna-minded either by instructions from teachers, by self-realization, or by parliamentary discussions. They are dragged by the unbridled senses into the darkest region of ignorance, and thus they madly engage in what is called chewing the chewed. Two things I would like to mention. First, that Matirna Krishna, maybe you heard opposite, Krishna Matirastu, right? Krishna Matirastu. May your attention, may your love is toward Krishna. May your thoughts, all consciousness, may your consciousness, your life, everything is towards Krishna. Krishna Matirastu. And now we hear Matir na Krishna. It's opposite. Persons who are determined to totally rot in false material happiness cannot become Krishna-minded. So Krishna Matirastu, to become Krishna-minded, right? But they cannot do so because madly engage in what is called Chewing the Truth. When I came to Krishna consciousness first, I came evening. I slept there, and I came by hitchhiking. Anyway, it's a long story. The next morning, what happened next morning? Sotra Swami Maharaj came, and I saw him. Whoa. Who is this person? I want to be like him. And I saw him immediately. I was interested to be the same as him. He was scholarly. He was shining, very nice, very strong, powerful devotee of the Lord. So he gave class. He gave class. He gave class, and he spoke about spiritual world and material world, and between there is river. What is the name? Vaitarani, right? Vaitarani River. So he explained that on one side there were devotees chanting very nicely, Harinam, dancing, chanting, all of them happy, completely blissful. And on the other side of the river, they were karmis, ordinary people, conditioned souls in this material world. And they were carrying big, huge stone on their heads. So what is they were saying, please just get rid of that stones, because otherwise you cannot swim through the river. You cannot go here. Please come here and chant with us. Don't carry that botherations. No, we have to carry, because this big stone my father gave me. And also he received that big stone from his father. What they are doing, therefore I decided to be a monk, because I didn't want to spend my life in the same way like others. Everything is doing the same. Why? I want to go opposite. To understand, like for me, it doesn't make any sense to, work very hard, and then what? Then you will have money. Okay. And then what? You can buy everything. Yes. And then what? Then you will die. You will die. Thank you very much. I'm not interested. Like when you are distributing books on the street, you can hear it. Thank you very much. I'm not interested. Right? Bravo. Thank you very much. You're so nice. You're so nice. But you know what? I'm not interested. So we are not interested in these types of activities. Chewing the truth. So let me finish purport and then I will stop lecture. Because of their foolish activities, they are unaware that the ultimate goal of human life is to achieve Vishnu, the Lord of the cosmic manifestation, and so their struggle for existence is in the wrong direction of material civilization, which is under the external energy. They are led by similar foolish persons, just as one blind man is led by another blind man, and both fall in the ditch. Such foolish men cannot be attracted towards the activities of the Supreme Powerful, who is actually the neutralizing measure for their foolish activities, unless and until they have the good sense to be guided by the great souls who are completely free from material attachment. In Bhagavad Gita, the Lord asks everyone to give up all other occupational duties and absolutely engage in archana activities. We spoke about it. Or in pleasing the Lord. But almost no one is attracted to such archana activity. Everyone is more or less attracted by activities which are conditions of rebellion against the Supreme Lord. The systems of jnana and yoga are also indirectly rebellious acts against the Lord. There is no auspicious activity except archana of the Lord. Jnana and yoga are sometimes accepted within the purview of archana when the ultimate aim is Vishnu and not otherwise. The conclusion is that only the devotees of the Lord are bona fide human beings eligible for salvation. This is a strong argument, right? Strong presentation. The conclusion of all we are saying now is that only the devotee of the Lord are bona fide human beings eligible for salvation. Others are vainly struggling for existence without any actual benefit. Period. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I have to be focused more because, I'm 5 minutes over. So please forgive me. Questions. No time for questions. 8:30 means end of the class. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.